Praise the Lord, everybody. Truly, God is great and he's greatly to be praised. I just thank the Lord for his goodness and mercy and for you joining me this morning for a little morning manna because today is really simple. Keep your motives pure. Keep your motives pure. Now, let me explain that. What it means to have a pure motive, it means that whatever you are doing, you're doing it for the glory of God. You're doing it not with the intent to hurt anybody. You're doing it with the intent to show love to people. You're doing it to fulfill your purpose. You are doing it with a pure heart. Keep your motives pure. Sometimes our motives and our interactions with people, it's not pure. Like we have like this little agenda that's a little bit selfish, or we have this outcome that we were looking for. And despite what they need or despite what the situation calls for, we'll do anything to get that. That's how people fall into lying and deceit and being disingenuous, and their heart gets darkened. They're so obsessed with wanting that outcome, they'll do anything to get it. But you have to keep your motives pure. Let me run to this really quick. In Romans 12, and it's down, is it 18? No, 17. This is what it says. It says, recompense to no man evil for evil. Today, I'm not dealing with that part. We kind of covered that before. But it says, provide things honest in the sight of all men. So providing things honest in the sight of all men is kind of interesting because what it essentially means is get to their level and make sure that they can't leave away from that interaction feeling as though you were trying to pull the wool over their eyes. They would leave that situation feeling as though you were trying to get over on them. Do things pure in the sight of all men. Not all men know what pure is. Some people are wicked. But Paul, through the Spirit, is simply saying, it's up to us as children of God to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Find out what the environment and the situation calls for and go in there with a pure motive, simply to bring blessings there and not curses. It may happen with you and a coworker to where a coworker snaps at you and says, well, I gave you that report already. You don't have to snap back. Don't snap back. All right. What you simply do is say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I was only wanting those reports because, we are going to be working together on this and blah, 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 blah. Keep it pure. Keep your motive genuine. Don't make it about you getting over on somebody, getting back at somebody. You don't have to do that. And let me tell you something. I'll give you this one for free. I ain't going to call for an offering on this one. God will fight your battles, people. You don't need to fight your battle. You don't need to leave away and be catty. You don't need to leave away and be shady. You don't need all of that. God is the one covering you. You don't want to cast any shade. Let the shadow of God cover you. And when you do that, things start working together for your good. And God brings out the results that he wants, not the results that you want by a false motive, not the results that even the other person wanted, but the results of God are made manifest when you keep your motives pure. So now, what did you wake up with saying, if I do this, then this is going to happen. Then I'll do this and that. You don't have to create all those plans. The only plan you have is to do the will of God. The only plan you have is to please your God. The only plan you have is to bless people and not curse them. All right. In fact, just a minute ago, crazy. The reason why I kind of late on the thing, I had to address somebody from the community who was, making a bad choice. And they were like, why are you following me? Going all off. I said, oh, no, ma'am. I promise you, I am not trying to hurt you. Just wanted to let you know this and that. If you need anything, let us know. You follow what I'm saying? Because my motive is pure. I'm not trying to hurt you. I ain't trying to don't want to call the police on you and nothing like that. My motive is simply pure, is that I want to connect with you and make sure you have the things that you need, because I believe God has called us to be channels and reservoirs and storage sheds of blessing. So will you commit to being the resource center of your job today? Will you commit to being the resource center of your family today? Will you commit to being the resource center as you're going to school today? Will you make that commitment? Well, if you will, you need to keep your motives pure then. God bless you. This has been your morning manna. I pray that you are blessed. And remember, you are a champion who is a resource center and who has pure motives. God bless you.